Today we're going to be setting up a quick lion's mane grow out of these jars. We did this once before, but we're going to do it again in a slightly larger jar to see if the yield is any better. I didn't get a second flush out of those as they dried out. We'll also be taking our wild clone and taking the spore germinations of that and moving it onto substrate. There you could see that it was actually pinning on the grain, and we don't really want that because it's really hard to break it up when it gets to that point. So we'll be taking sterilized wood sawdust and putting it in some bags and then dispersing the various genetics into the bags. Here you can see just how voracious that mycelium is. It actually created a strong enough pellicle to be able to hold on to that grain that was falling down. Mixing variable genetics of the same species is going to make them compete with each other, and then we will see the result of that when the fruit pop. Now, as for our clones that we got from the store-bought mushrooms, we're just going to mix those in, and because they're all the same genetics of each other, it's going to be very consistent, and we should get one big fruit or just a few fruit of the same genetics. So we're just doing that now, and I'm also taking a little bit of that grain spawn and putting it into some sterilized grains so that we can repeat this process over and over again. As long as we keep this up, we will always have a backup. Now that we've introduced all of our mycelium into the substrate and our grain, we can just put some air holes so it can breathe, shake it up, and then we're back to the waiting game. But we have other projects going on, so I'll see you guys soon.